morning, everyone, and welcome to the Hope Brigade Days Grand Parade. I'm your host, Katie Frecon, and beside me is my somewhat reluctant co-host, Carli Barker.
Hello, everybody. Yes, Katie, I am certainly rethinking my choices this morning, but here we are.
Now, we are going to jump right into things today. The RCMP boat is passing us now, and I spoke to Sergeant Mike Sargent yesterday.
Sorry, Katie, what did you say? Sergeant. He
had a message for the folks of Hope, and that was to enjoy everything Brigade Days has to offer and have a great weekend.
I mean, we certainly are.
We're going to hold him to that.
We're going to stop for a lovely rendition of the music right now. Here come are those our cadets? They are our cadets. Did you take a look at those guys?
They are fantastic, and they meet every Tuesday here in the community.
They absolutely do.
And they do things like drills, shooting practices. They also do campouts during the year.
The cadets are actually going to be recruiting on the week of Sunday, September 17th over at the Legion.
Yes, you are right. They are going to be there for Legion Week, as they call it.
Absolutely.
We'll get into Legion Week a little bit more later. And in true Hope fashion, we have many trucks. We've got Dodge Ram after Dodge Ram after Dodge Ram coming up here. Let's hope we avoid any ramming today in this parade, but if we do, BCAS is on standby as usual. I'm going to say we have a lot of large tires and shiny wheels.
We certainly do. Do you suppose this is a group of some kind, a club? I am not seeing any signage at this point.
I don't see a signage, and I'm noticing some Fords coming up here.
There are some Fords as well.
So it's definitely not a Dodge exclusive car club. Maybe it's just a truck club. Could it?
Okay.
I think it's a truck club.
Absolutely. Well, the weather is lovely today, isn't it,
Oh,
Katie?
my goodness. It is a lot warmer than expected for this time of year.
We thought it was going to be quite
blustery.
Today.
Blustery was what was expected.
Dressed more for that, didn't we?
We did. We were channeling our inner Macy's Day Parade, and there may be some regrets, but we'll work through it.
Oh, that's quite all right. So, well, we should talk about the sponsor of the parade.
You know what? We absolutely should. And the parade is being sponsored this year by Envision Financial,
Thank you very much, Envision Financial.
Absolutely. They are the local credit union in town, and they have funded this entire event for us here today. So everything you are seeing coming past us is 100% because of them.
Absolutely. Oh, we've got some tow trucks.
We have a semi-truck, BJ and the Bear.
BJ and the Bear.
The horn works. Folks.
Next we have a very rainbow-esque, shiny truck. Certified auto sound
for you,
with
folks.
A young fella in the back rocking out.
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, who is this coming our way?
Oh, folks, we are in for a treat. Approaching us is Hanu Yilarusi. Now, this gentleman is a local carver here in town, and Rocky and Bullwinkle are on his trailer this year.
It looks absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic. And he was at the Chainsaw Carving Festival this year, and it was just absolutely fabulous. We're going to give a wave to Hanu and Sharon Yilarusi with Rocky and Bullwinkle.
And that chainsaw carving celebration had a big turnout this year, didn't it?
Yes, it was absolutely successful this year. We've got some old-timey cars thrown in the mix here. This one is for Stratus Vape Shop, which is a local vape shop here in town.
Absolutely. That is a very old-timey car.
It is a very old-timey car.
What year would you say that car
I'm going to say it's a 58.
Okay. You know your car.
Do I? I'm not sure I do. Old-timey truck up next. for the Hope Restaurant.
And that's an old-timey truck.
On the back of this truck is Sharon Doran, and she does a lot of work every year for the Hope Brigade Days Committee. There's some bacon, eggs, and toast on the back of this float, which is absolutely fantastic. And then we have Liam. This year, Liam is driving the tiny ambulance.
Isn't it great?
What do we know about the tiny ambulance?
We know that tiny ambulance was built in June of 2011. The number on it, 62011, is indicating that. And it is here for today because it's the 10th anniversary of 9/11. And that was why it was built.
That is why it was built. It's one of the fan favorites with the kids. That is absolutely
I love
for
that
sure.
tiny ambulance. I remember that tiny ambulance from parades years ago.
Me too. We were actually behind it one year with our children. It was so much fun. Everybody wants to drive it.
Now it looks like we have some kind of competing festival in our festival parade this year.
The Hyatt Festival. Now this float is pretty amazing. I see some princesses possibly. Some diamonds.
Oh my gosh. The diamonds are incredible. You know, I haven't seen a float in our parade for a long time, not to this caliber.
Neither have I. And let me tell you, Carly, this absolutely warms my heart to see so much glitter.
I quite like the princess.
3 lovely ladies on that float.
That is just incredible. Look at the jewels on the back rotating.
Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous. Now they are representing New Westminster, Canada. What a fabulous float we have here. Look at that go by.
Next we have one of our Platinum Brigade Days sponsors. That's Fortin's Supply. Fortin's does a lot of sponsorship for Brigade Days, and here they are with their truck.
They absolutely do. Fortin's is a big pillar of the community. Some folks locally will know it formerly as Canyon Cable, and they are always willing to help out the local kids, the local clubs. Now, coming up next is the Hope Library, the Fraser Valley Regional Library. We have a fantastic crew up at the Hope Library.
We do, and if you're finding Brigade Days to be a little loud for you this year, the library is actually opening up today and tomorrow to do some sensory bag prizes. They're going to be making some crafts and a little bit of a quieter place for people to hang out.
That is fantastic. Now, here we have a club, the Hope Figure Skating Club. Now, this float is packed with figure skaters and their parents.
Did you know that the first Hope Figure Skating show here was in 1977? That's 46 years ago. Incredible, hey?
That is a long-standing club. That really goes to show the commitment these volunteers have in our community.
Absolutely.
And Hope is really great for that.
It really is. And I enjoy those figure skating. Thank you. I enjoy those figure skating shows. They do it. It's every March, right? They do their annual show.
And I will tell you, they do 2 shows. And what a fantastic event to take the family to. The theme is different every year, so you could probably go for 40 years and never really know the difference. I had the pleasure of hosting last year, and what an absolutely great time it was. Now, coming up next, we have a mixed bag of musicians.
Oh, wow. These fellas are amazing.
And I want to talk about the tuba.
I'm loving that.
It is an art piece. We have stilts, we have tall bikes.
My goodness, look at these bikes. How tall do you think those fellas are?
I can't even ride a regular bike without falling off.
They are incredible, absolutely incredible. I see some people juggling. That takes a lot of skill. There's some hopping going on. These bikes are absolutely incredible. I would say that they're, what do you think, 10, 12? Okay, it's just me. 10 or 12 feet. Oh my goodness, they're so tall. they're from, but I am sure we're going to see them a little bit later today on the fairgrounds. Incredible.
Absolutely.
Can you juggle, Kate?
No. If it's two things, I can juggle two things at a time. Life and fun. Not
And
even.
fun.
I can juggle 2 out of my 3 children. One is always left behind. Now we have trucks again.
We're going to have a lot more trucks
We
now.
have trucks.
I see
and
one of our derby
a derby
trucks.
car. This is really exciting. The derby events are running all day Sunday. Carli.
This is actually the 55th annual demo derby.
Yes.
There was even a very small invite-only derby the year that Brigade Days had to cancel. That was back, if everybody can recall, in 2020.
Yes.
They still ran the derby. And they did that actually just so that they could maintain the fact that Hope hosts the undisputed, consecutive, longest running derby, demolition derby in Canada.
What an
possibly
amazing...
in North America. Isn't that incredible?
And that's our very
That's
own
55
in
years.
Hope. That is unbelievable. Now, if you're in the crowd right now, folks, I want you to be aware of your surroundings because these trucks are tossing candy. They are tossing stickers. There is all sorts of debris, if you will. A great family event we have happening here.
So, Katie, I wanted to tell you that Brigade Days was founded in 1968 by a fellow by the name of Ken James.
Yes.
He wanted to give Hope, the community of Hope, something to celebrate after a long and grueling tourist season. And so he started this event for the Hope locals to be able to come together and enjoy each other as a community and celebrate the beginning of fall.
Absolutely,
And that was back in 1968. He was an ideas man and invented a lot of really fantastic ways for Hope to celebrate over Brigade Days. There was one really interesting fact that I actually learned about him. And have you heard about the banana fact about Brigade Days?
Well, Carli.
Whoa!
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have. So, kids were taught that they should all get a banana, and the night before Brigade Days, they were to peel the banana, and put the banana peel underneath their pillow, and then they were supposed to recite the following.
Okay.
Banana peel, now I appeal. Do not let it rain on our parade.
Carli, did you recite that last night?
I sure did.
Because I know I did.
I certainly did.
And look at the weather we are having.
We've got a beautiful
Absolutely
day.
beautiful.
Absolutely no rain.
Absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely no rain.
We have CIBC coming up next. And they have decorated a beautiful pickup truck with all sorts of balloons and fringe. They've got puppies. They've got people.
Wonderful.
So wonderful to see.
Oh, and here is our lovely Hope Wildcats.
Hope Wildcats.
Love the Wildcats.
We do. I was a Wildcat parent for 10 years.
Interesting.
Yes, and what an absolutely great sport to put your kids in, burn off some energy. This year, they have really outdone themselves with a fantastic float, including hockey nets and jerseys. We've got hockey players running around, handing out something so incredibly fantastic. And then our next float is OMH, and if I am not mistaken, OMH is a sponsor of the events.
They absolutely are.
Yes.
OMH is one of our platinum sponsors.
Yes.
So a huge thank you to OMH.
A big thank you.
Without our sponsors, Brigade Days absolutely would not happen.
Absolutely not.
We need the funding. And they have another one of the demolition cars as well, number 88.
Which
OMH.
just happens to be also sponsored by a small home-based business called Fast Track Tire, which is the mobile tire truck that comes to you.
They sure do.
They sure do.
They absolutely
So we
do.
want to give a big shout out to OMH for everything they do in the community to support our service clubs, our groups, and our kids.
100%.
What is this?
I don't know what
Carli,
this is.
what am I looking
I
at?
believe it is some kind of moonwalking vehicle.
This is called a Sherp.
A Sherp.
An Argo Sherp.
I
Now-
believe it's armored.
How do we get that as our vehicle, the Dark Time News vehicle?
Okay, we've got some Gardner vehicles coming up here as well.
Gardner is the local car dealership here in Hope, and they're always here to service their
Absolutely.
customers in any way that they can.
They've been a huge part of Brigade Days as well, and after that it looks like we've got some side-by-sides.
Yes, actually, both Bud Gardner and Dick Gardner have sat on the board in various positions for many, many years, bringing Brigade Days to us. So we, of course, thank both of them for their hard work over the years. We've got some golf carts. It is important to remember, folks, that golf carts are illegal on public roads
They
here in
absolutely
Hope,
are.
and you don't want to be caught driving them.
They absolutely are.
Yeah, a bit of a press
absolutely.
release
There
happened.
was a press release.
And
There was.
they've been given special permission for today, so we don't have to worry about that.
I believe you do have to have, is it special insurance and is it a license that you have to have for the golf carts?
That's a great question.
Okay,
That is a question I do not know. Coming up next, we have a local realtor. Her name is Lena Rodley. She is with Glen Eyre Home Life. She has a fun float
With
a cute little house on the back.
Hey, Katie,
Yeah.
if there was a film about a car towing a boat, would there be a trailer?
Would there?
Would there be a
Would there?
trailer?
What a fantastic float we have today.
With some bubbles. Everybody
We've got
loves
bubbles.
We love bubbles. Okay, and up next we have some more trucks. Many more trucks.
Carli, I've got one for you.
You do?
I do. What do you call a parade of rabbits hopping backwards? A receding hairline.
With
The
some
horn
honking.
works on that vehicle as well.
It looks like we've got another demo derby vehicle being towed right now. We did see some motorsports last night over at Brigade Days in
Yes.
the Sports Bowl, which was really great to see. A few interesting facts actually about Hope Motorsports. So for many years, the organizers of motorsports, Hope Motorsports, they never had a chance to see this parade, let alone be in the parade, because that was when they did all of the 4x4 races
Yes.
immediately following the parade.
Yes.
And they were busy getting everything ready.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
for the last few years, they haven't had anything going on Saturdays, which has allowed us to be able to see these vehicles in our parade and for the motorsports group to come and hang out with us.
Absolutely. And
Which
you
is
know,
amazing.
these gentlemen and ladies that are driving these cars in these races are spending an unbelievable amount of time and money
Absolutely.
to prepare these cars for these events. So
Absolutely.
it's absolutely wonderful that they get to share them with the public today in the parade.
Absolutely.
We had been discussing with Dusty Smith that his car this year cost him almost $6,000 in 100 hours.
100 hours of work into that car for not even having more than one seat is alarming.
It is
to
a
me.
lot of money for what was inside of that
I
car.
agree. But they are incredibly dedicated to their sport.
Absolutely.
It's a huge group in this community. It's family friendly, which
Yes.
is incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And the Hope Motorsports Group does all sorts of things in the community.
They sure
donate
do.
to things. So
Absolutely.
we love to turn and support them in return.
Absolutely.
We've got some semi-trucks here,
We do have
which
some
is
semi-trucks.
great for the kids. How exciting to be so close to such a large vehicle.
Hey, Katie,
Hey, Carli.
why wouldn't the dog attend the Veterans Day parade?
Oh, why?
There were too many vets.
That's a good one.
You like that one?
I like that one. I do like that one.
We've got a lovely blow-up animal here. It looks to be some kind of dragon. I believe that this is Kerfuffle. Is this who it is?
This is
It's
Kerfuffle
Kerfuffle. I should have worn my
Creations.
glasses today. Here they are. They're a local Hope shop that actually reside right here on Wallace Street.
They do,
They've got
yes.
a great collection of games and different crystals, stones.
You know, they are my
Collectibles.
go-to store for all things Grinch related
Oh.
in the winter season.
They carry a lot of Grinch
They
items.
carried
That's
a
good
lot
to
of Grinch
know.
items last year, which I really appreciated.
Because Grinch season is...
It's upon us.
It's
yeah,
upon
yeah.
us. It absolutely is.
Hey, Carli, why did the Avengers have the best float of the parade?
Why?
Well, Carli, it was a gigantic banner. Like Bruce Banner, the Hulk. Dun-dun-dun. Here we have Subway. Now, folks,
my
there was a bit
goodness.
of a situation a few weeks ago with Subway
Oh,
that
it was a
resulted in
tragedy.
their entire sign coming down.
Now that was the wind, I believe, Katie, wasn't
a
it?
gusty day, and we're lucky the sign was the only thing that went down.
Here's our scouts. Now this is the first Hope Scouting group, and this group has been in Hope for a very long time. Hello.
Oh, how
Oh,
wonderful!
why, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I love your leaves. So First Hope Scouting, they are a club with kids aged 5 to 26 registered.
Yes.
And so many of their kids actually, when they join, they stay right until they age out
They do.
because
Yeah.
the camping that they do is so much fun.
Yeah.
I think they start when they're 14 years old and they go on these incredible campouts. And it is wonderful. Oh, thank
So many
This
treats
is
today.
great. We've got cookies, we've got
fruit
candies. Wonderful.
And the amazing thing I have to say about the Scouts is the leaders that are leading
Yes.
have led for decades.
Forever. Forever.
Absolutely.
They are very old.
She's not gonna be happy about that.
Hi, how are you? This is one of our scout
One of
leaders
our
right
scout
here, Crystal. Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Are you guys having fun?
We are.
Good.
Yeah.
Bye, Scouts.
Make sure everybody knows it's co-ed.
It's absolutely.
Yes, that is a great point to
Since
mention.
1993, actually, Scouts has been co-ed. It is not Boy Scouts. It is all Scouts.
We've got
All Scouts.
Silver Skagit Mechanical passing up right now.
That's
with a
Dusty
pickup
Smith.
truck.
I believe, Katie, you were just in that vehicle yesterday.
Yes. That was a one and done for me, folks. I
one
don't
and
see a
done.
career in demolition derby for myself personally.
I do have
And
to
I'm
stop
not sure
you.
how, but Silver Skagit Mechanical has Briggy Pete in the back
How
of their trailer
did
now.
they get Briggy Pete
How did
in
we
their
get
trailer?
Briggy?
It's Briggy. Briggy
My
Pete
goodness.
She's not going to drive. She's not driving.
This is problematic.
Wow, here come the rest of our derby cars. Look at
For
these
the next
guys.
7 kilometers, we'll feature Dusty Smith's sturdy cars. So we'll go to commercial break. We've got Andrew Dixon, we've got Maslin, we've got a Jackson, we've got a Dent semi-truck. Oh my gosh, without these guys, would we even have a show? One after another.
Holy smokes.
Not to mention the Silver Skagit Mechanical water truck. Now, there's been more than one water truck in this parade today, and I think it's important to announce how important these trucks are to our community because they're very helpful when it comes to fighting local fires.
Absolutely.
In the really dry weather, and keeping the dust down on our gravel roads.
They certainly are. These water trucks are super important to our community. In fact, Over 12.5 million liters of water have gone through the Silver Skagit's 10 water trucks this summer alone. That's 12.5 million liters of water.
This is more Silver Skagit mechanical.
Well, there's over 100 plus years of demolition derby experience between all the employees at Silver Skagit Mechanical. So that's
100 plus years, Carli.
100 plus years between all of the employees all together.
That is something.
I mean, it's amazing. The company started in 2012 with 2 employees, and now they employ just over 20 people. I'm feeling a little alarmed, Katie.
Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here?
We have our men in red.
We have our Hope Fire Department now, Carli. Hope Fire Department had well over 700 calls for service last year.
700.
700. Anything from burning complaints to medical calls to structure fires. And this year's call volume is similar.
Okay.
They have had at least 5 firefighters move on to full-time careers after getting their start here in Hope. And so they like to consider themselves as a farm team, like a hockey farm team, but for firefighters.
I love that. That's amazing.
So Hope Fire has 2 full-time personnel. We have Fire Chief Thomas Cameron, and we have Deputy Chief Joshua Westcott.
Okay.
They have 3 fire halls. That store all of their trucks and apparatus. That includes 3 engines, 2 tankers, 1 F550 4x4 squad truck, 1 rehab repurposed ambulance, and they practice every Thursday night for at least 2.5 hours.
That's incredible. Every Thursday night for at least 2.5 hours to make sure that they're keeping our community safe. That is absolutely
And that's volunteer time.
It's all
on
volunteer.
top of the calls and yeah, really.
And they are loud.
We are very, very lucky to have Hope Fire Department in our
incredibly
community.
lucky,
We have
absolutely.
such a great group of men and women that are protecting our forests and our communities.
And their trucks are very shiny.
Yes.
Incredibly shiny.
So I feel that their children maybe had a lot of washing to do this week in preparation.
And there are a lot of children in these vehicles
Lots
as
of
well.
families, lots of children.
A lot of noise.
So many horns. So many horns. This is just great. Lights, sirens. If there was an emergency right now, nobody would even acknowledge it.
So as this very long line of fire trucks pass us, I'm wondering if they're all headed to the rest of the festivities.
I mean, how do you follow this? Carli, how do you follow this?
What do you do?
I think we just enjoy this.
We just enjoy this.
Carli, what kind of a car does a snake drive?
What kind of a car?
An Anaconda. Not Anaconda, don't want none. And this is Yale Fire Department in the noise.
I do have to say, Katie, that this whole fire display is a very moving performance.
It is moving performance. Wow. Actually, Carli, I'm going to say I have attended every parade since 1998. And I have never seen this many fire vehicles.
You know what, neither have I. And I think I've seen probably 10 of Hope's parades.
The question is, are we spending too much money on fire equipment?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay, here we are. We have
Okay.
Hope Search and
Woo.
Rescue.
I feel like I need to like.
Let's hope they don't have any
lot.
bombs. Now, Hope Search and
Hope
Rescue is
Search
an
and Rescue.
incredible.
Thank you, you guys. Absolutely, we love
With
Hope
all of
Search and
our
Rescue.
rivers and mountains and valleys and crevasses and highways, we would truly be lost without Hope Search and Rescue. Again, a volunteer organization.
It's all volunteers, Katie. It's incredible what these guys do.
These folks attend an incredible amount of training to be able to respond
You
to
got
these
it.
search and rescue calls, and it's really remarkable to see people invest that much of their time into just helping other people. It's so wonderful. Hope is so great for that, I have to say.
Now, I wonder what kind of equipment's in this Hope Search and Rescue truck. This looks like an equipment truck that
It
they
does
have.
look like an equipment
I
truck.
would think
Jaws
that
of life.
they
Jaws of
probably
life,
have rope.
Yes, carabiners.
Carabiners for sure. Lights.
And rappelling gear for the rappelling.
Some paddles, perhaps.
Yeah, helmets.
Absolutely, they're going to have
Helmets,
helmets. It's safety first. Okay, we've got Cal Tire coming up next.
Cal Tire is a local tire service, repair, and retail store in the community of Hope. They are found, I think, Cal Tire's nationwide, as far as I know.
They are.
They are coming through with their service truck now. They also have a minivan which has gloves on the windshield wipers. The band is waving in the parade. What a fantastic idea. So good, gentlemen. So good.
Coming up next are some of our local tow truck companies.
Oh, the tow truck
love the tow
companies.
trucks.
We do.
We're starting with Mario's. Mario's tow truck is coming up first. They've been in the community for quite a long time. Let's see here. And they've actually been in our community for over 30 years.
Yes.
Mario started himself as a single tow truck operator, and they now boast the heaviest fleet in BC and service approximately 1,000 kilometers of roadway.
That's unbelievable.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
I actually have been towed before by Mario's. I got a nail in my tire coming home from a grocery store, and it was unfortunate. My meat, the milk, the ice cream, it absolutely was ruined while I was waiting for my tow truck. And I mean, what I should have done was I should have bought a asparagus.
Asparagus. Hey, Carli, what is a con artist's truck towed by?
I don't know, Katie. What is it towed by?
A pickup line.
As you can see, Mario really does have a very large fleet, and they are certainly noisy as well.
This is a big fleet. They have come to my rescue before, so we're very thankful for that.
What did they come to your rescue for, Katie?
Well, you see, my husband owns a tire company, but sometimes he's not available to help me, so Mario's had to actually tow me one time. And the other company that we should see is Hope Towing. And unfortunately, I had a lock malfunction one day at school pickup. There was an electrical situation, and it locked my children in the car, and I was on the outside. So I phoned Hope Towing, and within 3 minutes, they were there to assist me in getting the keys out, which was fantastic.
Oh my
As soon as they found out children were in the car, they dropped everything and were there as fast as it was to get from the yard to the school. It was amazing service.
You must have had an absolute breakdown.
It was a very emotional day, for sure. But I mean, we have great service companies in this town, and they are always willing to
They
respond.
absolutely
Yes,
are.
yes.
These fellas are here to save us from our darkest hours on the sides of
Yes.
highways.
Absolutely. Carly, what do you call a parade where everyone wears a mask?
What, Katie?
A masquerade.
I really walked into that one.
You did.
Oh my gosh, well, we're going to have a tiny little break here, it seems, before somebody else comes around the corner. Katie, Brigade Days, the rest of the event. We've got Saturday, we've got Sunday. What kind of things are we looking forward to this Saturday?
Well, after the parade, I personally am going to be heading up to Mountain View Brewing Company to host a Brigade trivia. That starts at 2 p.m. It's a short trivia. It's only going to go for an hour. And which actually I should mention, we custom brewed the Brigade brew this year.
That's
for the event.
amazing. I'm looking so forward to trying that.
Carly, what do we have
We
here?
have here the Seattle Cossacks, or the Cossacks. Hello. Wow.
Oh
look
my
at
goodness,
those.
look at this.
Katie, those are all vintage Harleys from the 1930s and the 1940s. The oldest is a 1930 BL, and the newest is a 1949 45 CI. Don't ask me what that means. This group is an incredible group. They began in the 1930s as
Yes.
a group of motorcycle enthusiasts, racers and climbers who developed stunts to entertain themselves in between their events, and later they went on to entertain fans.
Now, Carly, are these folks about to start a tripod here? Is that what we're looking
I
at?
believe what we're looking at is some kind of triangle formation.
They have parked their bikes.
They have parked their bikes.
And they are climbing on top of each other?
They are
Look
absolutely.
at this.
Look at these fellas. Oh my gosh. That is incredible. This
Oh
team.
my goodness. There it is.
Wow. They are impressive. The amount of experience on this team is incredible, and contributes very much to the cohesiveness of this group.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine being on the top of that pyramid
I
right now?
absolutely would not like to be on the top of that pyramid.
To maintain the same speed.
It's
And here
incredible.
comes this gentleman. Oh my
Just
gosh.
really riding up there on them.
Oh,
eh?
man.
Gosh.
And the dismount. What an...
That's incredible.
That was incredible.
That's incredible. And these guys, they've got some young guys, but they've got some older fellas here too. I think the oldest member, possibly currently, is 74 years old.
Wow.
Which is amazing.
And I heard that you start off as a rookie,
You do, yes.
and then you have to be voted in to move up. And if nobody votes you in, you have to stay as a rookie until. So the training involved in becoming a Cossack is quite extensive.
It quite is, and the attendance to practice is actually mandatory. They're
Yes.
very dedicated to their sport. Here they come again. I love their outfits, don't you?
They are fantastic.
I love the rope thing.
Yeah.
They are incredible. Get a cooler.
What is happening in that cooler? I would like to know.
too. Wow, the Seattle Cossacks, they are
That was
incredible.
such a treat. I'm so happy to see all of these great things coming back into our community for these parades.
The Iron
So
Horses.
Wonderful.
The Iron Horses of our parade, that's what I call them. And I believe we've come to the end.
I feel like the amount of crowd moving about in the streets right now, Carly, is
showing
signifying
us
to us that the show is in.
show
That's
is
over.
Definitely over.
So, Carly, quick question.
Yes.
If you were to choose an event to watch on Sunday,
Oh.
what event do you think you would choose?
Oh my goodness. Well, there's a lot going on, but I'm really looking forward to the demo derby, to be honest.
Are you?
Yeah. I wouldn't categorize myself as a smash and crash kind of person.
Right.
But I actually am looking very, very forward to that event. I'm also looking forward to the saloon.
Yes, the Rich
Ken
James Saloon.
James Rip-Off
Ken Rich-
Saloon.
Rick James. I just said that.
It's all right. Ken James.
The Ken James Saloon.
Yep.
And you're not interested in the Laughing Logger Lumberjack Theater?
Oh my goodness, how can I forget? We are having the Laughing Loggers. They are actually going to be doing 2 separate shows tomorrow.
Absolutely, they are.
Let me see if I can find the time of those shows.
So, I can tell you a couple of things about them.
Sure, why don't you go ahead?
Saturday, 3:30 to 4:15.
Okay.
So that's today.
Okay.
3:15.
Okay.
No, 3:30 to 4:15 today. And they're right at the back of Food Truck Alley.
Okay.
And Sunday, they have a 10 a.m. to 10:45, and that's
Okay.
going to be broken up in between Demolition Derby events.
That's right.
And then again at 12:30. Now, folks, it's possible that you should check out the 12:30 show. We have acquired an exclusive interview with the Laughing Logger
With the
Lumberjack
Laughing
Theater,
Loggers.
and yours truly is going to get up to some things. So
It's going to be an excellent time. Excellent entertainment by both the loggers and your favorite host here at Dark Time News, Katie.
Carli
No, you're the host. I'm not. I'm only here this one time.
So I'd also like you to vote online if you would like Carli to return to the Dark Time News network. Carli, what are we headed up to after Brigade Trivia? We're headed up to 6th Avenue Fairgrounds.
We absolutely are. We're going to have a great time up there. We're going to go and we are going to see the Brigade Bazaar. I would like to do some shopping. The Brigade Bazaar is actually located in the curling rink up at 6th Avenue Fairground, and they have actually twice as many vendors as they did last year.
I went in.
Huge.
I went in last night and saw it, and I couldn't believe what was there. I think they told me over 70 vendors.
That's incredible. That's incredible.
Take your pocket money, folks.
Yep.
There are things to purchase.
Yep.
There's a raffle.
There is a raffle.
Yes.
Okay, good. There's a raffle. There's soaps to buy, jewelry, there's entrepreneurs, there's all kinds of things.
So many things.
I'm looking incredibly forward to that.
We're also going to do some interviews up at the fairgrounds at 6th Ave Park. So if you see us, come and say hi.
Definitely
Don't be
come
shy.
say hi to us. I think that's basically, what's going on. Oh, it is.
You've got it, ma'am.
I'm so excited!
And if you have a spare moment as the parade is ending, stop by. I've got free beer vouchers for Mountain View Brewing to hand out today.
And, yeah, absolutely.
Carli, my reluctant
Katie,
co-host, I want to thank you for being here with me today. Security?
Well, Katie, I will say it has been something.
Yes.
It's been an experience, and I hope to never do anything quite like this again. But we will see what happens in the future. You can be very, very persistent as a friend and as a co-host. So thank you very much. This parade was amazing. It was quite loud, but quite incredible. I really enjoyed it.
I'm pleasantly surprised, as I am every year. It seems to get better and better.
It really does. And the weather really, really showed up for us. I'm glad that it wasn't as blustery as it was this morning.
Yes, I agree. Folks, I want to thank you for tuning in with us today, and I'm going to throw it back to you, Bill.